You hear? You hear me?
Hey, bro, you can hear me?
Hold on.
Can you hear me okay?
You're a bit low.
My fault. Hold on.
Uh,
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
All
what's
right.
good, bro? What's good?
Well, that's good. Yeah,
Chilling, man. You know,
chilling, chilling. I'm in I'm in my studio right now.
yeah, me,
Well,
me too. Me too.
yeah, I've been like I have like a bunch of the styrofoam stuff
Word. Yeah, I'm sitting at my kit right now.
there.
Yeah,
You ready? Always ready.
always ready, bro. Always got the drumsticks, man. But
Uh,
yeah, bro, what's good, brother? How you doing?
good, good. Now I wanted to I say like before we start, like I wanted to say thank you and everything because uh you kind of like helped me push the what's it called, the main like feeling energy I was trying to get for the songs and all that.
Yeah. The boost up, yeah. Like you needed that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm glad. Thank you, man. I'm really touched because I was just always trying to make
Hmm.
like an impact on the artist's music, especially if it's an instrumentalist. I really try and like emphasize that instrumentalist's style. That's a big key.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does.
yeah. I got some people here. They needed some practice space. I let them just crash out.
Trying to get loose. No. It's cool. I feel that.
Yeah. Is it coming out loud though or no? Like
Uh,
too loud for the?
I hear like I can hear you clearly, but I hear like the boom. I can hear that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all good though. I mean, like I don't know how many people you're gonna have tuning in. They
I
might
just
be able to hear it, but hey,
yeah.
whoever.
There's always rewatching, so I'm just gonna they could always catch it later and all that stuff on
Exactly,
YouTube.
yeah. But
Nah,
nah, man. So where's your studio at actually?
it's it's in Lawrence.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, it's above the antique mall, I guess. So it's kind of
Okay.
weird.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
I'm in one of those mill buildings there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you know Gerard or any of the peoples. I think you kind of checked out the last
yeah,
video.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, but nah, I be out there in Lawrence sometimes. I kind of do my thing with like the Lawrence cats, like the Lawrence
yeah.
artists. Yeah, so I really try and expand like with artistry,
Hmm.
per se, more so than I do like with I guess musicians. Like I mean, it's just because more so like I think it's more important like as me trying to be a drummer, man, like and trying to understand like how an artist works. I feel like that's a lot more important. Um, it's just because you build an interpersonal relationship, but you also get to see like the how they perceive music.
Hmm.
I feel like that's a really big like step in like seeing where like you are as a professional musician. Is like can you take yourself out of the equation, um,
Yeah,
and really dial down to
like
like
adapt to like the what's it called, the world. I guess they're trying to.
yeah
Yeah,
that they're trying to perceive or portray, yeah, and it can be it really comes down to like humbling yourself and just like taking a really big ear to listen.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think one time I was doing I was helping my friend Jens. Like he's like an R&B singer, like like around like the Bryson Tiller type of like style, I guess.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, and then he was showing off one of his like songs before he released it. It's called Whip.
Okay.
Uh, and I just like I did I felt where he was trying to go, so I was like, I can see what he's trying to do, but he didn't have like like a live instrument. Like I think that's what like I told him that's what like I think what was needed, I guess, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
force like my foot in the door, I guess. But like I just felt like where he was going before he even like described it or anything like that. Like
Facts, bro.
and
Facts.
then and then he hit me up and everything to go in and record and stuff, but that whole process was like it was just like it was me in my head because I was like once you get like the you have to match up with the song, I guess, like spiritually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So
like
like, yeah,
when you were going into record, like what do you prefer when you record? Do you prefer like recording on your own, or do you like to actually like go into the studio with the artist and then
I've done both,
Mhm.
and I think going over there to like the artist and doing the recording is much easier because there's like the instant feedback.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah, and then for me, like just in terms of me playing along with the song, I have to be like my first take. I always think is the best one because I'm just genuinely like trying to
Yeah,
go with the song, and it's just like there's no overthinking, no underthinking, no nothing at all. It's just like first take. What's the first impression I have of
right.
whatever they're trying to say, and then I just like imitate. That's what most of the songs that I've released have been mainly like one takes, and that's me like perfecting those.
I feel that, man. No, I mean that's honestly that's how you grow as a musician. Like, I mean, this is drummer Larnell Lewis.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you peeped like his
I've
drum.
seen a lot. I've
Yeah,
seen a lot of
yeah,
them.
but he has like one of these drumios where he just kind of goes ahead and he like he listens to the song like I think once or twice.
He does it. He does it once.
Once.
Yeah, and then he tries it again and then listens to it again. But he's listening to the changes and everything, so he's actively like in the song,
Yeah, he's
just like
finding the form.
discovering like stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's the I mean I don't know. Me, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like that. So like,
Hmm.
I try and work my hardest to like captivate. Like if there's 808 syncopated hi hats in a song or a rhythm,
Yeah.
really try and captivate that. Especially if it stands out a lot. That's the biggest thing I try and like focus on is what's the biggest element, and then there's always like another element where we'll kind of lead into that transition or that change. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then that's where you can really like I think that's where you can really like bridge your form and kind of get your general basis of an idea of what you're playing, how it's going to change, and then yeah, overall it just becomes like okay, how do I fit into this stance? Like what am I going to play? Like what am my scale modes or um
Mm.
certain licks that you might use to come up with the setting.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Uh. Actually, yo, before we start, let me just like introduce people,
go
like
ahead,
like
go
the
ahead.
viewers and stuff. I I don't know who's gonna watch it after, so I gotta make sure they're included in
No,
this whole video.
nah. You got to
So
make sure they know who we are.
yeah, yeah, like I see them, even though I'm not, I don't see them, but I see them. So
Yeah.
welcome people, welcome to the Soul Sunday podcast. This podcast is steered more towards overall discussion and music topics and our connection to the real world and how we shape it and it shapes us. uh, Let me introduce the guest. We got Shane. I forgot your last name, bro. I don't know.
It's Sutton. It's all good.
Just Sutton. Oh, it's Shane Sutton here. He's an incredible drummer. I think he's gonna be part of the Zildjian family eventually, because I've seen like so many like tricks that he does that it blows me away. I don't know the live stuff you put up on Instagram and all that.
Word, man.
Uh, you remember you doing was a whole project with a DJ, right?
Yeah,
That's what
Brandy
you did.
Chanel. Yeah, Brandy Chanel. She's an up and coming DJ. She's only been DJing I think about a year and a half, and
Hmm.
yeah, she's been like really moving like forward in her career as far as like trying to put out a lot of content. And this was one of those things where she just was like, yeah, I need something different. And a live instrumental. I mean, she could have went and got a bass or something like that, which
Yeah.
would have been cool, but I don't know. People love drums, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is, you know. So it's like I just had to bring like my interpretation of how like I feel like a concert would feel.
Yeah, like it certainly does feel like a concert. Like I heard a few of those like clips that you put up, and it just felt like it's like an actual like collaboration, I guess, at a live event. just
Word.
put it into SoundCloud and all that stuff, so people would listen to it.
Exactly. Pretty. Yeah. Because I mean, we're in a pandemic. Most people they can't really like go and see their favorite artist. Now everything is being live streamed, and
Yeah,
it's cool to watch that stuff. But I mean,
it's
I
still kind of disconnected in a certain way. Yeah.
exactly, bro. And I feel like now these days with the certain intellect of people, we're starting to be a lot more audible, rather
Hmm.
than visual, and so we're receiving our information a lot more through our listening and our audio skills, and
Hmm.
kind of connect. I think more so when that phase happens where we don't always see the picture because we can paint it for ourselves. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
That's
yeah.
mainly, yeah, that's like kind of how like like I could sing, right? But like I can't write words. But I know what notes I want it like to hear. So
Yep.
that's like why I'm such a, like a like I don't know, my music is so weird because it feels like a R&B type of,
Mm-hmm.
like when I play it's like you could put words to it. It feels like there's words to it
Because it's
even
a
though there's no.
melodic. You set it up like a melody, so it's like
Yeah.
you're kind of laying a storyline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I feel like the artist can kind of like, they feel the rhyme scheme within like your melodic pitches or maybe even your phrasing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It really helps, man. I think a lot of things. That's what this just this whole music industry is really like missing. Everything is so beat produced, sample produced. It's great to have that stuff, but you need to have like it's like, where do you have like something where it's different, where like Zaytoven, he plays
Hmm.
through all of his stuff, and you can tell when it's like when Zaytoven just produced it versus when Zaytoven like really produced and played it. And
Hmm.
the ones where Zaytoven produced and played it, you're more so gravitated to listen to that. I mean, unless it's like some like crazy feature on the song, and then that's when you're like, oh, okay, well, this is an artist based song,
Yeah.
which yeah. So I think it all depends, but it does add a certain boost of life. I think to the music being produced. You know.
That's nice. So, well, this episode, I guess. So I started this to like show off, the songs that we were working on for my project, Apartheid Plus. Um, I want to say the main theme of Apartheid Plus is not to solve the world's issues, because an EP can't do that. The people who listen to it are gonna have to like think about it and digest what information that I put out and see if it applies to their life or not. But for Apartheid Plus, mainly the main theme I was trying to see is just the different thoughts of thinking that us people of color or minorities we had to tackle with throughout, like the whole 2020 experience and maybe even before that.
Oh yeah.
I have 5 songs, and each of those songs represent a different mind state that we had to deal with. So we'll go over that first, the first track. I'm gonna put in the teaser trailer I put on Instagram, but it's gonna be like 30 seconds, and then at the end, I'd say I don't know, like by 8 o'clock or something, we'll play the full song all the way, and then just we'll talk about it even more until we're tired or something.
Right.
Uh,
That's cool. Yeah.
all right. So when I click it, there's gonna be a what's it called? The prompt that says to start audio, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not it. Yeah. So I'm gonna click it right. 3, 2, 1.
There will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men.
So that's just the little snippet. I tried to bet my best to get the drums out of it
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like kind of experimental for me because it's practice for me to deal with to try mixing live drums at the same time. So like, let me see what I could do.
Sounds pretty good to me, man. You did a
Yeah.
good job. Yeah, dude. It sounds. I can hear the snare, the kick.
Yeah.
Out the cymbals and the little
Mhm.
hi-hats. The project's dope though. I enjoyed really playing on it and really like just kind of connecting with it, like just as
Mhm.
a black man. That Malcolm X piece right there. That one was really um Malcolm X is a really big figure
Yeah.
in my existence of like how I
Mhm.
view the world. Um, and a lot of things that this song like it portrays really a lot of elements. Like it had the dark characteristics that needed to kind of like we're serious. This is not a happy song. Like this is like
Mhm.
I'm sorry, but this sounds like a battle cry,
It's
bro.
yeah, that like there's no other like speech on there, but I think it has it has Tamika Mallory from the Black Lives Matter, one of the leaders there, and it has Killer Mike. That was during the time they were protesting the George Floyd murder. Yeah, so around that time, I'm like, I was in my head. I'm like, we're still like dealing with this such like issue, right? But then I see the unity in which we responded, I guess.
Hmm.
Like we had protests in like at least every country, every state, and I think almost every country, at least like a major televised like thing.
Yeah, yep, kind of movement, yep.
Yeah, so I was thinking, I'm like, I stumbled upon that, that speech on YouTube because I just be on YouTube looking stuff, like, through stuff. And then I hear him say that, like, it was a half hour, like, video, of them back then with Michael Malcolm X talking with, like, it's like three other people. But then I stumbled onto that portion of the video, and it made so much sense to like just have it in there as like a to begin the song with, because this is the time that we're feeling the pain now, and then now we're all feeling it together, and now we're starting to like be I guess united in a sense.
Come consciously woke where we can acknowledge each other and be like, yo,
Uh-huh.
I'm not hating you on some crazy like
Yeah.
being territorial or like you took my shorty type of stuff like that. It's more so,
Yeah.
you know, you my brother regardless of whatever trials or tribulations. I think we're becoming more aware of each other's psychological traumas that we've been through, and I think
Hmm.
it's more so just like a mechanism of trying to help that other brother. I mean, and that really falls within the teachings of. I'm not saying I'm a Muslim or nothing like that, but that's really the teachings of the Nation of Islam.
Hmm.
Back to that, standpoint of, you know, whether it's the teachings of the Nation of Islam or it's the brothership of Christianity or whatever. As Black Americans, as Latino Black Americans, we need to understand, like, yo, we were the dominant, pretty much the dominant gene, recessive gene. Anything that comes with us is going to be like the dominant, originators of everything. And as much as I hate to say this, the gift of you being able to play as well as I do, or the gift of you being able to produce and play a saxophone as well as you do. I mean, I'm not saying you may have had a select few amount of lessons, but you can pretty much say that you feel as though you are pretty much an accomplishing musician in your status and your craft. And that's a hard thing where most people can't really see like the vision or the trajectory. But Black people, from the beginning, have always really suffered like at the hands of hope and a vision that things will be better, and we are living in that better. Better, I say.
Yeah, that's always like that's part of it. Like of the other part of his speech where he says as other when he says as other humans do, like other like not you don't see like Chinese people, like people of Asian descent tearing each other down at this at
No, you don't.
so that's like that's also been like another I guess another uh I guess sign that we are heading towards some sort of unity regardless of where we live
Yeah,
or
yeah.
how we live. As long as we see ourselves within each other, we're gonna feel united.
I agree. I agree.
So in terms of like why I connected that speech to the song, the idea to the song was just how I guess the piano, I don't know, like I made the song ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
but I felt like this was what I needed to put together. I guess the idea needed to be joined with that one because it was like getting bigger, I guess, in terms of arrangement and all that stuff. That it felt powerful, but not uh not what's it called hostile, I guess.
It was approachable.
Yeah, it was like a approachable kind of tone.
Yeah.
Um, let's
Because
see,
the
and
keys, the keys definitely it sets off like this. It's like almost like an alarm. It's like dun 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 dun, ba da da.
mhm,
But the
yeah,
start off of it is like, yo, it wakes you up. It's like, you know, hey, something's going on here. It's not gonna be no average, boring, soft, melodic type of song. Like
yeah.
we got
Eh,
something, we gotta say.
yeah, even with the hi hats that I started off with, right?
Mhm.
How I had it panned, like it's I would say like syncopated at a weird like I don't know weird pattern that you feel it like as if it's not like a clock's ticking, but like the roller coaster ride, I guess. How it's
Yeah.
going up,
Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
so it's and it's panned left to right. So I'm wondering like it's the chords are smooth, but the hi hats makes it seem like it's it's not
It's
gonna
gonna
stay like that.
right.
It's
Right.
something's happening, even though things look nice, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like that's why what I connected that idea of how the police brutality and stuff, like it used to be like, oh, these are just random incidents that aren't that prevalent,
Right.
but like the dots are getting connected slowly.
Yep.
Every time that hi hat gets hit, that's another scene, I guess, on the news of someone getting attacked. Another like these even like further a broader scope would be like the fraud, I guess, that happens in banks and stuff that that take people like that take advantage of people, but
Yeah.
they only focus on like embezzlement and stuff instead of focusing on the lives of that embezzlement affects the lives of that people get affected by and all that stuff.
By poorer people, people with
Yeah,
lesser incomes. Yeah.
yeah, and that gets shrugged, that gets put under the rug. They just they celebritize the people who abuse the system instead of acknowledge the people that get affected by it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a disgusting world and very corrupt,
Yeah,
society that we live in. It's unfortunate, man, but we have to.
yeah,
I think right now, as Black Americans, we have to really start, thinking for ourselves. A lot of people bash music, sports, the like the football like that. And
yeah.
with you, that's an American tradition. Like to me, if I'm not gonna be treated as an American, I don't see myself in participating in such things.
Hmm.
The only reason why I'm a musician is because this is my God-given talent, and nobody's telling me how I'm gonna do things. And I'm just
Hmm.
making sure that I perfect my craft. Because at the end of the day, I have to hold myself accountable. And that's it. That's what we as disciples, we you know I feel like we can make a lot of substantial progress.
Yeah.
It just comes with a lot of discipline and self reflection. And I mean, this pandemic has kind of opened up a lot of opportunities to see, who we are as a people. We're not weak. I think
Oh, you're breaking up a little.
on my fault. I can hear like crazy guitar in the background.
Oh,
I'm getting ready to dig in.
yeah.
But nah, I was gonna say like it's crazy. Oh man, I done lost my train of thought. But it's all good. I mean, for the most part, it's just like I said, we gotta be really organized in our own decision making as far as like how we see this world and
Mm,
how we participate in it. Because a lot of our participation, I think, is what's keeping our the necks, these knees and these chokeholds on, around our necks.
yeah.
We're not willing to break out and do the necessary thing, which is, and I mean, I have to say, we have to create our own endeavors, our own entertainment, our own events, to the point where it's like, yo, we have the masses coming to us, not us going to them,
Yeah.
and we got the to be honest with you, I'm a cap on all of the top artists, Beyonce, Jay-Z, not all of them. Where they at? They got billions of dollars living in $56 million houses with Ferraris and Lambos and
There's the argument that like they do contribute, but like on the low. But I don't know. That could be a cop out, or that could just be them trying not to bring further attention to. I don't know. There's other ways of thinking of it. Like, let's say their celebrity might outweigh the act of the donations and all that stuff. That could be thought of that way as well. But at the same time, they're still handling, like, as every person should. They should handle the business that they have to do, like, to keep themselves stable. But I don't know if if they're in a position to like have to be like to keep that, like,
with that
I
reputation.
guess, yeah.
I mean, to
So
be
I
honest
think,
with you,
I
bro,
don't know.
it's like, and I mean, like I said, it goes back to, this going of, how we're going about doing things in this industry. Where our mindsets are. Money can change people's mindset. When you got a bunch of dollar signs staring at you in your face, and I mean, no offense, but check out little Uzi Vert
Oh yeah, he got the Vision Diamond on his forehead, bro.
but that's bro. Like, I mean, I'm not. That's some demonic shit. No cap, bro. Like, I'm sorry for cussing, but that you
Mhm.
you literally like split your forehead to put a diamond in there. Like, bro, there are so many people starving around this world. Just even here in America,
Yeah.
black people are dying by the hands of not only our own selves, but by the hands of the police brutality, this pre-planned COVID. It's like, but they can enjoy the luxuries of their life because they have the money to afford whatever type of real vaccine they have. But it's like, bro, you can give all the contributions you want to the industry, but when you don't get take the financial responsibility, and then sometimes it's not even responsibility. You know this money donation. They program. I'm talking about like economic wealth of like black leadership and black empowerment comes
Mhm.
with the label. Owning your own label, owning your own studio and your own building front, where even though Jay-Z may have his own like whole Rock Nation, but that's a system where Rockefeller or somebody up in Hollywood can control that source of media. Because again, in order for you to be on these type of airwaves, you have to go to the source. What's the source?
Yeah.
Television, white media, white networking. right entertainment. So it becomes a literal standpoint of like, you have to be innovative enough to think creatively. Whereas like how do we stop the system of, using the media, I mean, not put them on massive domains, but doing it to where it's like if we're financially stable, how do we create our own way where we can produce our own
Mm.
freedom of speech? Where if we want to talk to Minister Louis Farrakhan or somebody within a black empowerment movement who may be seen in the negative view or the eye of the public, we can have that conversation and not be ridiculed for it, or made to
Yeah.
look like a terrorist. It's crazy. So,
But now, what what I think this the first song, well, the main part of what Apartheid Plus is also about.
mhm,
It's about how Nelson Mandela did his part to end Apartheid Plus and the restoration that he did after.
mhm,
You know, South Africa was going through apartheid, which was kind of like a more aggressive version of segregation in terms of America.
yep, yep. I remember.
And and when he abolished that, he made a Truth and Reconciliation Committee that
Hmm.
they would bring forth all sides of the table. Whoever contributed to the oppression, or whoever was receptive or the receiving end of it. So I this project to me is like my version of it, I guess,
Hmm.
where we could come together. Like I wanted to make this podcast that way people could come here, say what points of view they have in terms of the positions they have in this world, and what they not that whether they contribute, don't contribute anything at all, just neutral, or that at part were the victims of this the oppressive
Oppression.
systems that are in place. And what I for me, I think the the main I guess combative element that people need to know is division is what helps these oppressive systems, like that's what gives them power.
Yeah.
So for me, the the conversation, I don't want people to come here to negate anyone else's point of view,
Hmm.
but more so we could try picking at each other's let's say like ideas. We have to refine ourselves in a sense. So and yeah. I'm trying to like think of like another, like I'm always thinking of like analogies and stuff. So the best that I can't, let's see. I don't know. We're like, I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know. They'll come to me, but like that's the main thing I'm trying to
yeah,
get
like
at.
we're creating a discussion where we have to be open to each other's experiences, and then
Yeah.
yeah, and we have to like I mean, there's always going to be room for criticism, but
Hmm.
we can't lean to judgment.
Yeah.
That's the thing
It,
about it.
that's like a main, like I think for me that's a main flaw in which people they
Yeah,
they latch on to the outer shell of the conversation instead of what we're trying to get to.
right, right, right. The meat.
Like they yeah, like they focus on the visual. Like my friend Darren, he's like he's white, he's also a drummer and stuff. He told me one time that he looked at a house that they painted black, and he said I would like he asked someone, I don't know if it was like word for word, but the gist of it is that either him or the person he was talking to, the first reaction was say, "I would never live in a house that's black." And then he instantly thought, like, "Wait, is that how people like racism like is
Yeah,
is it's more like a visual thing than the actual, substance of the house. Like the house could be, have good electrical, it could have good heating and all that stuff. But because it's painted black, you instantly think like
It's a bad
it's an
house.
ugly house.
It's haunted, or it's
Yeah.
something wrong with
So
it.
he told me that I laughed because it was just hilarious how he said it. Because he says like I would never live in a house that's black. He's like wait, like he caught him. They either caught himself or the person caught him like caught him or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it's just hilarious how we have these conversations because I'm not opposed to someone talking about these subjects because I think when you're too close to the actual subject of the conversation, the the mission behind it, this like it changes. It becomes something toxic.
Mhm, mhm.
So like people get like they're when they're too attached to the conversation, they get in their they're more inclined to their feelings, and feelings aren't facts at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
could feel hurt about something, but like we have to like acknowledge certain aspects of that
And
of it.
keep it real.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, just we can't let our emotions phase, silly and irrational decisions.
yeah,
And that's a big part of, I feel like a lot of our downfall is, we're making irrational decisions based off of emotion.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Like a conversation isn't a debate, and that's what we confuse it with every time. When it's a conversation between two different social groups, whether it be
it becomes
a
a debate when we say something they don't like.
yeah, and it's not like I think yeah, different points of view. Like if we push back on certain ideas, they think that's part of their identity, I guess. Well, the way of people thinking shouldn't be thought as like their identity, their essence. There's not their soul. It's just what they know. It's just the infinite information that they heard.
Right, right, right.
Like I could say freaking I could say pineapple on pizza is trash, which I do believe pineapple on pizza is trash. But when does that mean that I hate people that like
Like
pineapple on pizza?
pizza? No.
No, I just don't agree with what they live with, like live by, like in terms of pizza choices.
Exactly, exactly.
But they could push back and tell me why it's wrong to think pineapple is nutritious. That could be another case of argument there, even
Right.
though yeah. So I don't know. It's just we need to be exposed to more conversation, I guess, and that's another reason why I wanted this podcast to be going on because you know, and it's an opportunity for me to connect with people that I don't usually talk like on Instagram and all that stuff. Like I'm usually just posting music video, a little teaser there, but I'm not really talking with people like that, like for a certain amount of detail in terms of subjects or whatnot.
Mhm. Oh, same. Well, pretty much same here, man. This is
Yeah,
like my first podcast, I'd say. So yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty lit
that's
so far.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so let me see. I'm gonna try pulling up the full song that way you guys could hear it, not listen to us talk so much. We gotta balance things out.
Yeah, do the
We got
music with the conversation.
yeah. Like what I was gonna think of, like I could just put some instrumental in the background, but I don't know how YouTube acts with that.
Right, right,
YouTube
right.
doesn't really like playing nice. And then uh, master. Okay. All right, that might be a bit loud for me. All right, let's do this. Share screen. Then here. All right. Does the audio show for you?
I don't even see the screen.
No. Three. Hold on. Oh, I have to click it on.
Okay.
This is my first time trying to like do
I
this
know.
thing live.
I be used to Zoom, bro. Like no
I
cap.
know. I would, yeah, I would have done Zoom, but
I mean, this
just
is
because I could live stream at the same time, I don't have to like worry about it.
exactly. Now this is actually I didn't know you could do this on, so I'm gonna definitely keep this StreamYard in the
Just in the song.
word.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Dope. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, man. That sounds good. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's like that though. So, but like I said, it was a little hard to hear in the background. The other songs, or the other
Oh, the
guys.
people. Oh, the people. Oh, damn. All right, I forgot about that.
It's all good.
I'll just mute myself next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it again on next Sunday. To do the next song called
Okay.
the March, and that one is is like it transitions from the ending of this one into the next one, like, as you know, Shane.
Yep. Yep.
But it for the people, it's like the first two songs are connected. It's going to transition right into how our response was, to all the injustices that happened as well. We went right into protesting and all that stuff right away. So that song is a reflection of it. Um, I got Najee Janie on that on the march. He's sending me a verse over.
Oh snap! No way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Word.
So I'm trying to get that in just in time. But either way, the final song, like the final release, is gonna have Najee Janie featuring Shane Sutton, and on the march.
All right. All right.
Yeah, because that one you kind of I let you do your thing on that one with the because he had a drum solo and
I
everything.
remember. Yeah, we were kind of we were back and forth. Yeah. Same with
Mm-hmm.
Najee. When did you reach out to Najee?
Uh, was it maybe a week and maybe a week and a half ago? I'm not sure.
Word. 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 That's what's up. No, you got most high on it. That's what's up. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, that's gonna be good. Yeah, we got some stuff coming up too. I know
What?
we got a show in Oberon, or at the Oberon. So like April 3rd. I don't know if you got that cool day. Bring your
April
squad.
3rd.
Yeah, bring your squad. Come on down to the Oberon Theater. We'll be out there. We setting the vibe. It's gonna be like Najee, Janie, Miranda Ray, Brandon Carell.
Hmm.
Dope, like just a dope singer, R&B artist. But yeah, man, yeah, come on out. Come check us out. See how we sound live and stuff like that. And hopefully we can, wrap the shoot because I know you see Najee too, so that would be what's up. You be like,
Yeah.
yeah, Ariel just came down, and be like, yeah, just be like, everybody type shit.
Yeah.
So
So it's crazy how like I'm connected to people even though I'm just never like actually gone anywhere near like any like I haven't been in the same room with you or Najee.
right,
And then there's like some people in Somerville like I know like we've been like on Zoom and stuff, but like I'm just like around but like not there. I'm like a
yeah.
ghost, I guess, to people like, but like I'm like a spirit, I guess, instead. More so that I'm there with you, but not really.
Like you're in there, you're in presence of the spirit, but not like in the physical. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
So
That's
what day you said it was for the
April 3rd.
third?
I think that might be a Saturday. Let me check. Let me check here.
Because I know my project has no date right now.
Oh, for real?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting till everything's set in place. That way, when I actually start putting a label and a actual release date on it,
Hmm.
I could put like one more final trailer I'm trying to set up before just releasing it, and then just the rest of the days just me practicing for like the live events that might happen. Might show up.
Of course, of course. Yeah, no, April 3rd is definitely Saturday. But yeah, bro, no, we definitely have to like once we release projects, it's just like you got to keep on maintaining that momentum.
Yeah,
Really digging into like the artistry of your craft and what you create,
yeah,
learning it.
yeah. I have an idea of more so what I'm gonna try doing,
Word.
like in terms of like a live shoot, I guess, more or less
Mm-hmm.
of each song. I'm gonna have like a green screen. That way, I could put like the videos I've been piecing together in the background.
Yep.
Well, or just like a projector. I don't know. I'm still debating on it. I got a lot of space in my studio, so I could actually do like a full video shoot in it as well if I
That's
wanted
what's
to.
up. That's
So
what's up.
nah,
Yeah.
but oh, I got one person that joined. What's up? What's up?
You're
You're we'll be finishing up the live, but I am streaming on my YouTube as well. So if you want to, catch up on what happened in this live stream, you just head over there. The whole rewatch thing is it's already set up. So by the time this finishes, it's going to be uploaded right away.
awesome. Awesome.
So now, thank you, Shane, for coming on. Shane Sutton, people, you're the best drummer that like I've had the pleasure of playing with, bro. Like
Oh man.
virtually, I guess.
Right, right, right,
Yeah,
right. Yeah, man. No, that's lit. No, hopefully we'll definitely be able to release your project. We'll start cooking up some live arrangements and
yeah.
stuff like that. So,
So,
man, no, thank
so
you for having me on the show.
yeah. If you want to come on next for the next one, let me know because that way
Okay,
we
yeah.
could still talk. We could talk about each song individually and how we think
Well,
about it
for
and
the
all that
March,
stuff.
for the March, I think you should definitely reach out to Najee and have him on the next show.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he has time to get on and all that. I'm gonna hit him up like tonight, I guess.
Yeah, tonight or
Yeah.
tomorrow is good because I'm gonna be in rehearsal with him tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, so I was
So,
really
right.
trying to buy him. So yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
We
All
trying
right.
to end of the day, man. It's a forward movement. We trying to put Boston on and just take off. So let's do
Yeah.
this thing together, bro.
All right. So next week we'll show off my second song, The March. I hope you guys could come make it. 7 p.m. I'm gonna stick to sevens right now because seven's a lucky number, I guess.
Big time.
So enjoy. Do I don't even have an ending thing. I'll just put the trailer again as an ending thing. So
Yeah.
all right. So here's the teaser of my first song from my project, B.L.M. Hope you're catch on, watch.
Hell
Have a
yeah.
good one. Peace out, Shane. Yeah.
There will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men.